I'm going to make a hot pad with this. And this does have a little bit of acrylic in it. It's 77% cotton, 23% acrylic, so just be aware of that it's not 100% cotton. I'm going to start with a slip knot. And I will be using a 6mm crochet hook. I'm going to do a foundation chain of 20. For row 1, we are going to do an entire row of half double crochet slip stitches, and we're going to do it in the back bump. So from the second chain from the hook, so this is the chain on the hook, this is the first, this is the second, we're going to work in the back bump. So right there, half double crochet slip stitch, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and instead of yarning over and pulling through like a half double crochet usually does, you just insert your hook through those 2 loops the way you would with a slip stitch. So it's just taking a half double crochet and a slip stitch and combining them together. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, give yourself a little bit of space so it's not too tight. I like to kind of hold this down with my finger so I can insert that pretty easily. Just turn your hook and go through those 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and go through 2. Just repeat that all the way to the end of the row. Okay, when you get to the end, I'm going to chain 1, turn. We're going to do the same thing, except this time we're not going into the back bump. We're just going to go into the normal stitch where you go through the front and the back loop. So complete the rest of row 2 with your half double crochet slip stitches using the front and the back loop. When you get to the end, chain 1 and turn your work again. And this time, row 3 is also going to have a half double crochet slip stitch, but we're going to go into the front loop only. So continue that all the way to the end. Okay, that's the end of row 3. Now you are just going to repeat row 2 and row 3. So go back to row 2, chain 1, turn your work. This is the row where you do your half double crochet slip stitches through the front and the back loop. And you will repeat the rest of the project with a repeat of row 2 and 3. So just remember that row 2 goes through the front and the back loop. Row 3 goes through the front loop only, but everything else is the same as far as putting half double crochet slip stitches all the way across. Because this yarn is not 100% cotton, you may be uncomfortable putting hot dishes and stuff on it. So what you could do is, this is a dishcloth that I made out of 100% cotton. You could sew the two of these together with a slip stitch around the edge, and then this part, because it's soft and thick and cushiony, could go on the table, and your hot dish could go on the 100% cotton part.